Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the task for today. So I'm going to create a Wi-Fi signal using the antenna and some waves. So the final product that we need to come up with. So this is based on a question paper, which is the March 2020 paper 4 information technology. So the task we are working on is animation task. So a very simple task for 10 marks. So we need to create a Wi-Fi signal. So we need to set the frame to be 250 by 250 pixels, and the animation must develop as shown. The arc must take 1 second to grow and disappear. So that's the task. So I'm going to jump straight into my animation. I'm going to cancel this, then start the fresh task. So for this task, I'm going to import my antenna. So the antenna is already created, so to do file import, then import to stage has been created, and they've been using Adobe Illustrator, and it has been set as an SVG file. So import, then click on OK. So I've imported that antenna. So I'm going to change the layer. I'm going to name it antenna. Then my antenna. Now I'm going to use my free transform tool. So with my free transform tool, I'm just going to resize this antenna. So I need to resize the antenna. So yeah, that's a reasonable size. So my antenna is done. So I'm going to quickly add another layer. So this layer, I'm going to call it signal. It's another layer. So on this layer, I'm going to now one. So I'm going to develop the arc. So for my arc, I'm just going to use the line 2. So line 2. Then I'm using a stroke size of 2, and I need my stroke to be black, my stroke color to be black. So I'm drawing. So that's my line. So with my line done, I'm going to pick my selection tool and make this line into an arc. Then after that, I'm going to select the line, the arc, so I'm going to edit, copy that, then edit, paste in place. So I've got a copy of my arc that I'm going to drag the arc across. Alright, so after dragging this arc, I'm going to use my free transform tool. Then I'm going to right click on that one, go on to transform, flip horizontal. So I need this to be horizontal. So my first arc is done. So for this animation, I'm going to give it 3 seconds. So since I'm going to come up with 3 arcs, so I'm going to on 3 seconds, I'm going to insert frames. So I've added some frames there. So currently I've got antenna and I've got signal 1. So what I'm going to do here on signal 1, I'm going to animate this. So I'm going to go on to insert classic twin. So this has to be changed into a symbol. So yes, so click on OK. So I need to animate some. So this symbol, yeah, so I've got a symbol which is there in my library, because I need to work on it again later on. All right, so with this one, I've done my classic twin. So I'm going to, on this first frame, I'm going to go on my properties, go on objects. So then color effects, I'm going to choose. So what I want here is I don't want this one to be visible. on the first frame. Then I need this one after 1 second. So after 1 second, I'm going to insert a keyframe. Then after that, I will also go on to my object and make it visible for 50%. Then from there, after 2 seconds, then I'm going to insert another keyframe. Then I need to make sure that it's now visible for about 70 or 75%. And then after 3 seconds, I will go on to insert another keyframe, then make it visible 100%. So the same concept you're going to apply it to the other 2 signals. I'm going to write. So you see, so it's kind of transparent it starts, and then it goes on to be fully visible. So I'm using the alpha property. Now I'm going to insert another layer, then I'm going to call this signal 2. So that's signal 2. So for signal 2, what I want to do with signal 2 is I want signal 2 to be visible from the first second. I don't want it to start from 0. So I'm going to right click here and I'm going to insert a keyframe. So my keyframe is done. And then I go into my library and then I'm just going to bring in the signal that I have already produced. And then so that's it. With my free transform tool, I can just increase a little bit, just maybe like this. So that's fine. So pick it. So maybe I need to increase the size a little bit. Yes, so that's okay. So I have my signal. So this is the other signal 2. So signal 2 is starting at 1 second. So starting at 1 second, what I will do here is I will on to insert classic twin again. Then at 1 second, if I go to my properties, I want it to be like visible only 25%. So objects, so I'll go to the alpha, make it visible maybe about 25%. Then after some time, and then maybe 2 seconds, insert another keyframe. Then this time I need to change my alpha to maybe 50%. Then go on 3 seconds, right click, insert keyframe. Then I will go on to increase it to 100%. So I now have 2 signals. So run the signals, run my project. So I'll be showing more like this. On to the last one. So I'm going to insert another layer. Here I'm going to call it signal 3. So for signal 3, signal 3 I need it to start on 2 seconds. So right click there, insert keyframe. So I'm on 2 seconds. Then I'm going to my library. I'm going to bring in, so free transform, increase, make it a bit larger, then bring it on. So that looks fine. Then so that's it. So on 2 seconds, I'm to insert a classic twin again. So from 2 seconds, I need to adjust the visibility here. So I'm going to make my alpha to be only 25%. That's okay. Then from that, I can come to this point, right click, insert keyframe. Then here I can increase my visibility to maybe 50%. Then go to the last frame, right click, insert keyframe, increase my visibility again, make it 100%. That's it. So I'm going to run. So that's more like it. So if I go on to my control, if I go on to tests, so that's my Wi-Fi signal. So imitating the Wi-Fi signal is required by the question paper. Create an animation of the Wi-Fi wave continuously radiating from the tip of the antenna, and that should give you your simple 10 marks. Thank you so much for watching. I will meet in the next video.